So to start, we want to play a little game.
Go.
It's basically a movie version of Would You Rather.
Great.
Okay? So would you rather play a superhero or a villain?
Villain.
Would you rather do motion capture or wear a ton of prosthetics?
Motion capture.
Would you rather sign 1,000 movie posters or spend 10 minutes on a red carpet?
10 minutes on the red carpet.
Really? I was thinking people would go for the movie posters.
No.
Would you rather have the opportunity to do as many takes as you'd like or be in a time crunch to get it done quick?
As many as I like.
Would you rather play a character based on a pre-existing one or one created from scratch?
Scratch.
Would you rather work with 20 angry PAs or one angry director?
One angry director.
That surprises me.
Some directors that are angry can be good.
Yeah?
Lots of them are angry, actually. This is fun though, I like it when it's games and stuff.
I guess if they're not stressed to a degree, it means they might
they're not angry
care
at me.
enough.
I don't know, like whatever.
And lastly, would you rather stand in a super long line for one big panel or see a whole bunch of smaller panels?
The smaller panels.
Do you have your eye on any smaller panels?
Really? Not really. What smaller panels could you recommend?
Could I recommend? Most of them have passed at this point.
Yeah, I guess so.
Tomorrow might be a good opportunity to casually go into Hall H, though.
Yeah.
So, to start for Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, what was your reaction when you scored the role of Mr. Collins? Were you like, he's for me, or, I'm more of a Darcy kind of guy?
Well, look, it'd be lovely to play Darcy one day, but we have a wonderful Darcy in Sam Riley. He's fantastic. And he was cast, and I had a lot of friends who were doing film, so I thought it'd be nice to work with them. And I quite like the parson. I like his outsiderness. And he's quite silly. He's sort of a bit of light relief, I think.
So is he like the character in the book too? Like kind of pompous and awkward, I guess?
He is pompous and awkward. Hi, Lily. Look, let's come say hello.
Hello.
Liz Bennet, no less.
Going to check on old Collins.
You're
more than welcome to join if you're allowed.
Liz Bennet, yes. She can come say hello for a moment.
Please do.
So this is
Hello.
Lily, who plays Liz in the movie.
Oh, wow.
Who I reject.
Yeah. God.
I feel like I'm getting something I'm not allowed to be
No, I know, I
getting
shouldn't
right
really be here right now, should
It's
I?
all right. We've got you for 10 seconds more. Tell us something. Has she played the game yet?
You
But
have
I'm
not
sure
played
I'm
the
coming
game.
to play the game, so I
Would you like to play the game?
Well,
we're
I'm
playing a movie version of Would You Rather.
Aren't you going to do an interview
I'm going to be
with her?
doing it in a bit anyway, aren't I?
I don't think.
Okay,
Oh,
would
no.
you
do it.
All right, here we go. Really quick. Would you rather play a superhero or a villain?
Superhero.
Would you rather do motion capture or wear a ton of prosthetics?
Ton of prosthetics. Ooh, no.
Wow, bad idea.
Ooh, can I take
It
that
sounds
back?
like more fun though.
Quick fire. We're taking the first
Ah, it's the
answer.
truth.
Would you rather sign 1,000 movie posters or spend 10 minutes on a red carpet?
10 minutes on a red carpet.
Good answer.
100%.
Yes. Would you rather have the opportunity to do as many takes as you'd like or be in a time crunch and have to nail it?
And have what?
Have to nail it.
I want loads of takes. Fincher.
Good.
Go.
Would you rather play a character based on a pre-existing one or one created from scratch?
Create it from scratch from now on.
Boom.
And it's funny, yeah. I mean,
I've done
Cinderella
enough
in
of
this
the
now.
old.
Yeah.
Would you rather work with 20 angry PAs or one angry director?
20 angry PAs.
I went for one angry director.
Really?
Now get out of my interview.
Sorry, bye.
Jesus, I can't take her anywhere.
Alrighty. And we're back.
And we're back.
If your Mr. Collins in this movie would have to survive in kind of like a more modern take of a zombie apocalypse, like Walking Dead, do you
Yeah.
think he'd stand any chance
I
at
think
all?
he'd get butchered. But he's quite canny. And he's a bit of a coward, my Mr. Collins, in many ways. But I think he'd probably side with the right people. Do you know what I mean?
It's in character for him to know who to
He'd
talk.
get the governor on side or, someone. Do you know
I
what I
feel
mean?
like he's got the resources to pull that off too.
Yeah.
What about you personally? Would you rather go up against the zombie apocalypse we see in this movie or the virus that attacks everyone in Patient Zero?
God, probably the one in this movie, because you can just blow them up and, and you're in Pride, Prejudice and Zombieland, there's sort of... I'd revel in the period, frankly.
There's something incredibly disturbing about the way this book approaches the zombie transition, though, because we don't really get that too much, where you actually can still see who a person is while they're turning.
Yeah, which is sort of interesting, isn't it? That's
Oh,
one of the
definitely.
interesting ideas of the film, and indeed the book, I think.
I think that's what makes this a standout.
Yeah, and hopefully we've done it, some sort of justice. Did you see the trailer?
I did not see the trailer. I've read lots of reactions to the trailer, and it sounds amazing.
People like it.
I actually heard that you use some interesting language. Now I forget the word that someone said.
Fuddle.
Fuddle.
Yeah.
Is that like an English term or something?
Yeah,
that I don't know?
what was nice is that he was a really cool guy, the director, Bert, and he let me improvise loads. So and a lot of it has stayed in the movie, which I was pleased with.
What was it like being on that set? Because I know you guys
Fun.
shot on location quite a bit and moved around a lot.
Yeah, and they're all my friends, so it was sweet. It was good fun.
I got the impression from Instagram accounts that you guys got really close while you were making this.
Yeah. Doug's, an old friend of mine. Sam's lovely. Lily's amazing. There's just really nice people involved. Suki's fantastic. Jack is a dream. I could go on. Millie is a wonderful girl. There's just. It was good fun.
Did you get to work with everyone? Who didn't you get to shoot anything with?
Didn't do much with Sam. I didn't do much with... Well, sort of. Didn't I get to shoot with? Yeah. I was sort of... I'm in and out, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You're in
On
and
the
out, but
outskirts.
you should be making quite the impression.
Well, let's hope so.
I expect it.
Yeah, oh really?
Yeah, I have very high hopes.
Oh, good. Okay, well, that's good.
Can you tell me a little bit about working with her? Because this is a really interesting take in that you guys are playing it super straight and kind of not doing winks at the camera. So
Yeah.
what kind of notes does he give you while you're on set?
I don't know if that's true of me. There's the odd wink to camera from Parson Collins, I think. No, yeah, it is played straight, but I think, and it actually, because I'm the sort of light relief in the film in many ways, I suppose, like, isn't it always funnier to play it straight? Do you know what I mean?
I think so.
Yeah. So I think that tone and the Pride and Prejudice and the love story feels really strong and really present throughout the film. And then you pepper it with, zombie attacks and fights and chicks fighting each other. And there you have a sort of interesting energy for a movie.
Do you get to get your hands dirty at all?
No, because he's a coward. He just sort of hides and, wants to talk about baking.
Wants to talk about baking?
Yeah. Like, I found all this cool stuff in the book, in the Pride and Prejudice, the proper, like, Pride and Prejudice, or the first one about muffins. So I just talked about muffins a lot.
So you incorporate muffins?
Yeah, the muffins, and I think they've made the cut. Yes.
Is there anything specific that you brought to this character that is completely original from the books and all the other adaptations?
Kind of. The first conversation I had with Bear, I was like, look, I'll do it if I can make Parson Collins in love with Darcy instead of everyone else. I don't know, so maybe there's a sort of, maybe that's not come through at all, and he's a really bad dancer.
Can you dance?
Not really.
No.
Not really.
I feel like the Darcy thing is appropriate though. Like I feel like he would be envious of who
he loves
Darcy
it,
is and
it's
his
like,
confidence.
ooh, yeah, exactly.
That makes a lot of sense.
Well, this is what I was thinking. And it makes it, that gives it a sort of interesting spin, I think.
Now, before we have to wrap up, I wanted to ask about Terminator Genisys because I got very, very excited when I saw you in the beginning of the movie, and then we don't see you that much.
I'm gone. I'm out. Yeah.
Did you shoot anything that got cut?
No, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Because I've not seen the movie.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know. But I think they just used the bits of the movie, or the bits of me that they needed to tell that story of Skynet and stuff. And I was really proud to be in a film with Arnold and Emilia and Jason and Jai, all these wonderful actors. And those first two Terminator movies particularly were like seminal movies for me,
That's for sure.
Yeah, like Cameron, just an amazing visionary, really. And it was a cool thing to be part of that work.
And now, what do you think of Peter Capaldi in Doctor Who? Do you see any traces of your version of the Doctor in him?
I think he's completely reinvented it, and I think he's got such wit, and I just think he's a brilliant actor and a brilliant man, actually. And I simply love Jenna Louise Coleman. She's a great friend, and it's nice to hear about all the Who stuff. They had their panel, I think, didn't they? Thursday.
Yeah, I think they had it already. You're kind of like a pretty busy guy here. Between your connection to that, you've got this and Patient Zero.
Would you believe it?
If you could go on that convention center floor and dress up as anything you want, what would you pick?
I don't know. Something that wasn't too hot.
That's very reasonable.
Do you know what I mean?
But I feel like you need to cover your face, or
Cover the
people are
face.
going to ambush you, and then it will get hot and awkward.
I want to say a stormtrooper or something, but it's hot. It's hot in those stormtrooper costumes. I mean, maybe I'd go as Wonder Woman,
That might draw a little more attention than you
or
want.
it could just work.